Welcome to Coffee Meets Cloud, where three women in tech come together to share real stories about leadership, life, and everything in between. Join our hosts, Caramie McCollum.
Oh, I love the voice note feature, y'all.
Cassandra Parker.
I'm hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
And Rachel Rogers.
We have the power to change it.
Your go-to source for candid conversations and unfiltered insights. So, grab your coffee, pull up a chair, and join the chaos.
Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Meets Cloud. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're glad you're here. Hello, Cassandra. How are you?
Hello. How are you, Caramie? I'm good.
I'm doing great. It's a Friday. But this is a little different for us this morning because it's just two of us. We don't have the three amigos.
Just the two amigos.
Rachel's not with us this morning. She has family stuff still going on. So she's out of town taking care of her family. So we wish her well.
Yes,
we will miss
if
her.
you are a praying person, pray for her and her family. They got a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, we're sending her all the good vibes and love. And she'll be back with us hopefully on the next one.
That's right. That's right. Week recap.
Whew. Look, we spent 2 days together this week in the office, which is always great, right? Like
Yeah.
I do truly enjoy being in the office for short periods of time.
Yeah.
Our office is new, which is awesome. It's very well connected. It's got like great free espresso. Hello, I'm a big fan. I definitely took advantage of the espresso machine more than once. And it's right there in the middle of downtown Buckhead. So we were really close to food. I mean, it's very nice. I really enjoy it. However, being on for 2 straight days and just with people when you're used to being 100% remote, it is exhausting.
It is exhausting. Well, the commute quickly reminded me why I'm so thankful to have a role where I can primarily work from home. Because if I had to do that hustle every week, I really don't know how I would do it. That makes for really long days.
It does.
Also, we need to talk about the parking nightmare that is Lenox Mall.
Well, it's not Lenox Mall, by the way. This is Phipps Plaza because our new office is at Phipps Plaza.
That's right.
But it's not even the parking at Phipps. It's the parking that we were told by our company and the directions that we were given to this visitor parking situation. It was on an opposite side. So first of all, Caramie and I get there because we've never been. It's our first time in the new office. Great. We get there. I'm waiting on her in the parking deck. We finally find the thing. All right, we parked. We follow the directions. We walk upstairs. We go up into the building. Oh, you guys are at the wrong building. Let me tell you where you're supposed to be.
First of all, we just surfaced from underground, ma'am. Yeah, I don't even know where I am.
Great. I just came up the elevator that I saw into a building. Okay. So we get there. We go, okay, you go through the back of the cafe and out the door and around the corner and okay, over the river and through the woods. So we get to the new building.
We made it. We found it.
We found it. We checked in through security, which is unusually strange. And anyway, we don't have badges. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. But we get ready to leave. So we go to dinner with my manager and his wife, who also works with us. And we go to dinner. We get done. Okay, we're all going back to our cars, right? We all get dropped at the entrance to the office to disperse back to our cars. So Caramie and I walk back towards the place that we came out of, the building that we entered into, that we're in the wrong place. Of course, it's locked because it's like, what, 7:30 or so, maybe 8?
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay, cool. We go to the edge. Can't get through. Other edge. Can't get through. Okay, well, we're walking back around. Surely we can get to the parking deck somehow. Here we are.
Were we wrong?
Walking down the middle. If you're from Atlanta, let me tell you, you know all about the Buckhead area. There are not a lot of sidewalks in some places. There was no sidewalk where we were walking. We were literally walking down a turning lane in the middle of Phipps Boulevard, down the turning lane. looking around. Oh, here comes a car. I mean, like running.
I just was so paranoid with our backs to the traffic like that. I was
Yes.
like, I just pray everybody's paying attention. I started to kind of jog, and Cassandra was like, "Why are we running?" And I was like, "Why aren't we running? Are you kidding? This is not the road I want to be on."
But I'm also, 44 years old, and running's not as easy as it used to be because I'm not a runner. If I'm running, you better be running because something is chasing me.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, fast forward to the following day, because we had to be there 2 days.
Mhm.
I drove home because it's really not that far for me when there's no typical Atlanta traffic. So I chose to sleep in my own bed. Cool. The next morning, I'm thinking to myself, I never resolved the fiasco that was parking the day before. I never got clarity on exactly where I went wrong. I have no option but to just park where I did yesterday because I don't know where else to turn. I don't know where else to go. So I park in literally the same, not the exact same place, but pretty much. I follow the same directions we did the morning before to get in the building. But after the work day, I knew I couldn't go back that way because I knew it was going to be locked like we encountered the first day. So I was like, I'm just going to go down in this green space here and just figure it out. Like, I'm just going to go down right in front of the office and just pray that I can find a place that connects these two parking decks. So I go down. I'm already a little panicked because I have a shit sense of direction about anything. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, okay, I'm on this parking level and I need to go this direction because on the street level, my car was this direction.
Right.
I'm trying not to get
Right.
turned around. Sure enough, as soon as I go down the first elevator, I'm turned around. I've forgotten which direction my car's in. I go back up to street level just so I can orient myself on which direction my car is in. I still, at this point, haven't even figured out how I'm going to get to the right parking deck, like the right set of.
You should have came with me, and I would have taken you to your car. I have the sense of direction. Caramie, no.
The good news is the second time I went underground, I was able to just keep my body facing in the same direction so that I wouldn't get turned around. And I looked around and I found there was a set of stairs that basically, I don't know how to describe it, but it basically connects the two. And I was like, oh, but it didn't bring me right out to where my car was. So I just said a prayer and was like, I hope this is right. And I had to walk down one level. Like if you were driving,
Yeah,
I just walked it and was like, at this point, I don't even remember what floor I'm on. Like, I'm so turned around and confused. I'm pretty sure I parked on this floor, but I don't know. And I rounded that corner and there was my expedition. And I have never been so happy to see her in my life. I was like, I cannot go back up there to that group of people and tell them I can't find my dang car. I will not do it.
I was pretty happy to see my car the night before because I was like, we are lost. We went up wrong stairs, but I will say, I did not park in that stupid place the second day and went totally rogue and parked in the mall parking. And I literally was car up to the green space right in. And that's where I will park from now on. So
I've promised myself I'm going to get clarity. Like before the next time we have to go in for something, I'm going to speak to somebody who knows what the heck's going on there. And I'm going to make sure I know exactly what to do. And then I'll go.
You can just do what I did. It worked out great for me.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yes. Parking sagas of the world.
But I really did enjoy seeing everybody. It's nice because we don't do it very often. I mean, what would you say? It averages like maybe once a quarter. We have to
something like that. Yeah.
Go in. I mean, it kind of ebbs and flows. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Yeah.
It is very nice to see everybody.
It is.
The kids. I mean, if I'm not home when they arrive at home, to them it's like I've been gone a week.
Same.
I'm like,
Liam came out the door of the garage and like hugged me so hard for so long. I was like, buddy. Now I did choose to stay overnight down there because my drive is a little bit worse than Caramie's, and I really don't want to just drive home to sleep to turn around and drive back.
Yeah.
So I did stay down there, that's the way to go. But yeah, like I'd been gone a night and my kid acts like he hasn't seen me in a year. Was it bad with dad? No way.
Well, and is it always like that with kids, or is it just the age they're still at? Because
I think so.
I think it stays like that, and they maybe just get less vocal about it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, on the inside, they feel the gap. They feel like, "Oh, this is not my routine. I'm used to seeing
Right.
both my parents all the time." But
Their
they're not
world
as
is
Yeah.
different.
Yes. Yes. But
Yeah.
they're not, like, gonna have an absolute fit when you show I mean, they're gonna feel better when you get back home, but they're not gonna express it the same way.
Yeah, whenever he's 13, I'll probably get, "Sup, bro?"
Mhm. Bruh. Not bro. Bruh.
Bruh. Oh,
Sup,
yeah.
bruh.
Literally, we've had that fight in our house this week where my husband told our child, "If you call one of us bruh again, like, that's it. No iPad time, no TV time. Like, we're done. We are not bruh."
Speaking of him and iPad time, what's the latest with all of his, stuff?
So he did get the official diagnosis of ADHD for Liam. And so we started him on medication last week. He's been on it a week. I have a meeting with his teacher next week to check in and see like how it's going.
Mhm.
Also to go over his latest test scores because shocker, the reason he's on this is because he's not doing well.
Mm.
His tests, his latest, whatever they call it, like MAPS testing or whatever it is, showed that he's at the like one of the lower percentiles for reading. He does better at math. He's not as good as at his letters and his sight words and things. So we will be talking about that next week and seeing what our plan is. Hopefully it's going better. I can't tell that much of a difference, but when he gets home, his medicine's worn off. But I'm hoping the teachers can tell a difference. And we're just starting the journey. So
Right.
we'll figure out the right dosages and all that. He can't be on extended release till he turns 6, and that's not till next month. So we're taking 2 doses a day. Which, if you have a kid that can't swallow a pill, chewables don't taste great. So I have we have to get Sprite, and I have to take mini cans of Sprite to the school. And so it's
It's
fine.
a whole thing. It's a whole
The
thing.
whole thing, but it's fine. I just hope we can help him out because I hate that he's struggling so much. And who knows? I mean, if he can't get it together by the end of the year, we may have to hold him back. And I don't want to do that. But if it's for his best interest, that's what we'll do.
And he's gonna feel it a lot less if you have to do that now
Right.
than later. Because in hindsight, if we knew then what we know now about Rowan's strengths and weaknesses, we would have absolutely held him back.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will say though, I feel like Rowan also had a hump about those school subjects in the beginning.
Mm.
I can remember math has always been pretty easy for him, but the fluency reading and the writing and the words, that took him a little longer to really catch on with.
Yeah.
Once he did, he's done good. And once he kind of got over that hump, he's done fine. I think he's kept up as far as we've been able to tell. But I feel like it was around that age when they really start kind of pushing them into that, and he also struggled. So maybe it's just an age and boy thing. I don't know.
Right. I think that boys are definitely different than girls in the way that they learn and how quickly they catch on to things. It's not that they can't or don't or won't ever, but I don't think there's always been a maturity issue with boys. Boys are always less mature than girls. And I think a lot of that goes the same with school, right? And even his pediatrician, when we talked to her about it, she was very much of the opinion that our school systems in the United States expect too much out of 5-year-olds. She was like, we are pushing these kids way too hard, way too early. These are still babies.
Yep.
So, I mean, but that is the world in which we live. And you're measured in a certain way. And if you don't hit those goals, it is what it is. We don't have a choice. So
I would love it if we had more options here of the type of schooling we could choose for our kids. I mean, truth be told, if there were more of an outdoor program that would also not let him get too far behind in curriculum for his age, I would absolutely switch.
Oh, Liam would thrive in an outdoor like I really think if you did his sight words outside, he'd be like, "Oh, look at this tree. What does it start with? A T." Okay. Like I think he just likes being outside. He's a boy.
Well, and you see and hear about homeschooled families, homeschooled children whose parents talk about, or whoever's teaching them, we only have to do instruction for like 2 hours a day in reality. Now we break it up or whatever it is they decide to do. But when you're teaching them one-on-one or in a group of 2 or 3, you don't need instruction. You don't need to be there doing that for 7 hours a day or whatever it
Right.
is. So yeah, I mean, if I were rich, if I were wealthy, I would just pay a tutor to homeschool my children.
Yeah.
But I ain't got it like that. So
But we are not that well off. So public school it is. And
Another
the school
day.
system is great, I will say.
Yeah.
My school system's fantastic. That his teacher is fantastic. Nothing but great things to say about school. She's really been trying to help. I mean, we didn't go the medication route or even having him evaluated because we were like, no, let's try all these things. And it's just not when he refuses. I mean,
Right.
straight up refuses. What do you do with that? Like,
Right.
you can't spank him every day and hope that like there's nothing you can do. So yeah,
You can't punish the struggle out of them.
right.
Consequences is not going to just make them wake up and experience life differently. So yeah,
Exactly. Just like with his Valentines, he wrote his, you're required to write your name on your Valentines. He did, there's 18 of them and I had it broke up. We're going to do a few a night. He did like 5 and refused to do that. I mean, I would rather have just said, I will die on this hill. I am not doing
he's like, I just won't take any. I don't care.
And you know what? Eventually, I was like, you know what? I don't care. I wrote his name on the rest of the Valentines, put him in the bag, and sent him to school. I'm not fighting that fight.
Pick your
It's not worth
battles.
it. Yes.
Pick your
Like,
battles.
why am I arguing about Valentines? I could care. There's sticker in a box. Like, nobody cares. It's fun.
Yep. This was also just one of those weeks where the number of balls in the air or the number of plates spinning just seemed like more. I mean, it's always quite a bit because we're doing a lot of things all the time, but this week just felt like more. And so I have decision fatigue bad. Like, don't look at me and expect me to have an opinion about anything by the time 5
Even
o'clock
like what
rolls
to
around.
eat for dinner. I don't
Preach.
know.
Preach. The kids are like, Mommy, can we watch TV after we have our bath? I don't know. Ask your mom. I don't care. I don't care. Ask your mom. Like, I don't know. I'm just literally trying to get to 8 o'clock so I can get you in the bed and I can go to sleep. I'm so tired.
Last night I fell asleep on the couch. We were watching a family movie together, which it's always fun to watch a movie, but literally we're all sitting there. I think Brent fell asleep for half a second. I definitely fell asleep for half a second. And so at like 8 o'clock, I'm like, all right, buddy, it's time to go to bed. But of course he's awake and it's the flipping and flopping. And oh my gosh, an hour later, I'm trying to get him to bed, finally get him to sleep, stand up. I didn't realize I had my AirPods in my pocket. Oh, they fell out, hit the floor, exploded, woke him up, and here we go again.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I was like, no. I'm like,
why?
Go back to sleep.
Does he have a weighted blanket?
No, we have talked about this, and I'm definitely buying him one. I do feel like a weighted blanket would give him, because he wants my arm across him when he goes to sleep. I feel like it's just that hug, that comfort. Actually, I'm going to order it right now. I need to put it on.
Yeah. We got Rowan one. Well, I can't remember if it was us or Santa Claus, but Rowan got one for Christmas. I wish I had gotten a larger one, so I recommend
get a bigger one, like a heavier one or a bigger size one.
Bigger size. The one he has is like a throw blanket size, which I thought would be fine. But
maybe like
a
queen size one or a full size. His bed's a queen size bed. If I get a queen size one,
at least a twin. They can be kind of expensive, so you just have to balance like what, or maybe it was just the one that we found. I don't know, but I wasn't trying to spend an arm and a leg on a blanket.
Well, especially if you don't know if he's gonna like it.
Yeah, so we just got this throw size, and I mean it covers him, but now that I know he uses it at bedtime, I wish it was at least like a twin size.
Okay.
His bed's his bed is a queen bed, but I mean a twin would at least keep him covered. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. I know. I'll be adding that to the list today. Add to cart.
Yeah. There was something else I was going to tell you, but it completely lost me. So, or left me. We can move on. I'm out there.
Oh, okay. I got a topic for us today.
I'm ready.
So we got to be honest. Are we using AI or are we just talking about AI in meetings?
Well, oh, okay. In meetings, I was going to say, are we using AI? We absolutely are.
We as the world, we are absolutely using AI. AI is 100% a part of my life. I use Chat GPT every day of my life if I don't use any other AI. But also at work, we're implementing AI in a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's this, I mean, we know that AI is literally everywhere. Even in people's lives who aren't in technology,
Yeah.
AI is everywhere. But are we just talking about AI in meetings, or are we actually implementing it?
Oh, goodness. Okay. Unpopular opinion, maybe. I think a majority right now still mostly just like the sound of AI
Mm,
or what they have heard AI
right.
can do and be. But I think it takes a certain background or skill set or strategy minded approach to things for a person to actually excuse me help you get there, like
Yeah.
to just say I want to use AI in this part of our business. What does that actually mean? Like, what is it about that part of the business you're trying to optimize? And
Right.
is that something AI can actually even do? Like, you really
Right.
have to sit with it and think
Right.
about it. Go
That's
ahead.
what I think is the that's what I think my struggle is to have a blanket statement to just say, we're going to put AI into everything. Okay, that you can look into putting AI into everything. That is absolutely something that you can do.
Mhm.
But what is the problem that you are trying to solve with AI? And I go back to the whole conversation we had about MVP, requirements gathering. Show me the data that
Right.
says here are the 500 low level questions we get. 90% of the time, we get one of these 5 things. If we can automate one of these 5 things, we can save our customer service team 20 hours of work a week. Let's show me that data. Then let's see if we can use AI to
Right.
answer those questions, right? And I think that's where everybody gets in trouble is they want to just use AI as the magic bullet to fix all your problems and well we won't have to hire more associates. We can just offload this other work on all these people. We'll use AI for it. And either AI is not the right use case, there may be other things you can use.
Mhm.
Maybe AI is not it. Or maybe the people, if you actually talk to the people, they might could tell you what would help them. Like in their daily life, there is something they do repetitively all day, every day.
Well, and I think when you the I think the parts of a business who are gung ho and ready to have AI are usually not the tech people.
Right.
And I think when you start to have the conversation about AI and you say, "Hold on, pause. I'm with you. I love it. This is the way of the future. Let's do it because I don't want to get left behind either. I'm ready to do AI. But we need to pause here and we need to back up about 5 steps, right?
Yeah.
Even if they've done a good job of baking out um, where they see AI fitting into a process or whatever it is, there are several prerequisites that still have to happen before you're just using AI.
Yep.
You know, what sort of data must your AI have to do those things well that you want it to do? Are you are you, are your systems ready for that? Do you have a way to give it that yet? What sort of data transformation do you still need? What sort of data sources do you still need? You might even still be missing some sources to make this
Mhm.
thing flow from start to finish. Um, I don't know. I mean, I could sit here and talk, but it's like once you really help people understand the whole process, that in and of itself can change the conversation because then they're like, oh, wait a minute. We thought that was the best place to put it, but now that we're thinking about it, so all that to say, your question was, are we doing I think a lot are still just talking about it. They know
I
they
think
wanna
so
do it,
too.
but they don't know where to start.
I agree. And I will say, if you want to do it and you don't know where to start, and I know we've plugged Rachel's book before, but the AI Blueprint, she actually shared with me a review maybe it was last week. I can't remember. Days run together. She shared with me a review that someone had direct messaged her on LinkedIn, and it was talking about how they had started the process of implementing some AI solutions, and that that Rachel's book had really walked them through. Because really, Rachel's book is not how to implement AI. It's how do you go about planning to implement it, and where are all the stage gates you need to get to before you actually pull the trigger and build the thing.
Right.
And this lady was talking about how much her book actually helped. And so I was like, well, she needs to post like a Google review on that. That's great.
Yeah.
So you should ask her to post a Google review. So I think she did. But if you're in that spot, you really should check out Rachel's book. It's really good. AI Blueprint. We have it linked on the website.
Yeah. And it's, well, how many categories do you feel like you've seen around like the goal of AI? Like, I feel like I can only think of 2 right off the top of my head. It's either companies wanting to improve operational cost, like automate parts of a process that are repetitive, that don't require, specific touch points or skill sets.
Yep.
And then the other one is more like we want to proactively do things. Like we want to proactively identify areas of improvement or areas where, we could maybe grow the business, like expand into something. Yeah. I can't think like.
Well, and also improving in customer satisfaction, right? For self-service. Like if you can give a customer a way that's not going to take them 24 hours to get, like, I'll give you a prime example. Marriott, I hope you're listening. I somehow had 2 Marriott rewards numbers. Don't ask me how. And the one that I booked my hotel on this week had the old one that's hooked to a company's email that I haven't worked at in years. So when the guy says, hey, could you want me to just email you your folio? I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. Because I'm not keeping up with a paper copy. Never got the email. So then I start researching. And what do? I go to Marriott and I type in their website and I'm typing in their chat. I need to get a copy of this hotel bill. I had to fill out a form that had to go to a customer service person for that to be filled out so that I could get up my copy of my hotel folio, which then I find out by an email that I have 2 accounts and they have to get merged together. And that's another form that I then have to fill out to merge these together. I'm telling you, it was a whole thing where you should be able to log into your Marriott account and say, I need a copy of my bill. Bam, there it is, print. Like there's no reason that couldn't be improved with AI. Like that is a low-hanging fruit. Marriott, call me. I'll help you out. Like we'll figure this thing out. But seriously, stuff like that will improve the satisfaction of your customer, because I've yet to be able to file my expense report because I just got the bill last night.
Yep.
So,
well, the other part of this whole journey that I definitely think gets not enough attention is you cannot. I mean, I know we said this in a previous episode. Do not start trying to build an AI agent until you have a team trained and ready to manage that agent. You have to treat your AI agents like any other team in your organization.
yes.
They have to be monitored, measured, trained, coached, like especially
you have to
if they're
look
going
at
to be
the questions they're being asked and the responses that they're giving, and confirm that they are giving accurate responses. And if they have not, you have to modify your prompts to fix that issue. Because
correct.
you could be giving out wrong information.
Correct. Especially, you want to monitor your AI usage, period. But especially if it's going to be interacting externally.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. You need a product team that understands what that agent is intended to do, the guardrails it's been given, and a team of resources on standby ready to execute on changes. Or like, what's your contingency plan, right? If this thing starts going rogue, or, obviously you will have tested it as thoroughly as you can before you put it out in the wild, but you can only pressure test it so much. You can't be entirely sure what your external people are going to come in and try to use it for.
Yeah, you can't ask all the questions. You don't know what they're going to ask.
No. So, you got to have resources on standby and know like, okay, if this thing starts to go a little rogue, like depending on what the exposure becomes, what do we do? Like what's the
Mhm.
what's the temporary, what's the long term? Like I just I think it's short-sighted a lot of times. It's like, yes, this thing would be great, but like are you really ready to invest what this is going to actually require?
Right.
Aside from just getting it implemented, this is forever. Like once you go down this road, this is forever.
It is not a set it and forget it piece of technology. It is
No.
absolutely not. It is
No.
iterative and it is, you have to manage it every single day, pretty much.
But now let's talk about Salesforce's
Yes.
flavor of this because first of all, I drink the Kool-Aid.
100%. Same.
I drink the Kool-Aid. I want this career forever.
Mhm.
So when I say these things, it's out of love in the sense that I need y'all to get. I'm speaking to the people who work there right now, the people who can influence
Product
decision
engineering
making.
at Salesforce. Listen, hello.
Yes, I want to do this for the rest of my life, so I need y'all to get it together because if you don't keep it being a good product, it's not going to stick around.
And I need my career. Thank you.
Yes, please and thank you. My first thing is, I appreciate throwing everything you've got at AI. It is the way of the future. I love that there is literally every other month something new, some improvement, something trying to solve another part of a business with AI solutions.
Yep.
I think you got to chill out just a little bit because what I feel like is happening is you're throwing out 80% products on everything you're throwing out. And that does several things, two of which that stand out to me are number one, you're making it incredibly hard for the teams that are building with your solutions to create the right solution for their business. Like we're running into this limitation, that limitation, this gap in the documentation. This wasn't clear that you couldn't do this or that. Like, I don't think y'all are spending enough time really flushing this stuff out to prepare the workforce that is employing this stuff to do it well, which is a disservice to the resources who care a lot about this product.
Yep.
And how they show up for the organizations they work for.
Well, and there's going to be a distrust from the customers that we service, right? Like there is going to be a time in which we say, here is an AI solution that's perfect and wonderful for you guys. And we put it out there and then all of a sudden it can't deliver. Then we look like we don't know our product and we're not able to do our job. And that is not what I want.
So the number one is you're going to burn us out because we drink the Kool-Aid. We're trying to do it. We want to do it. We leave these conferences and we're fired up. We're ready to go use that thing. We know what we see the benefit.
Know what it's capable of.
Exactly. But then we get burned out because we are beating our heads against a wall and then trying to help our business partners understand we will get there. We will get there. Like, how do we, just take a beat. Take a beat. Let's get some of this stuff.
If you could roll it out now at 80%, you could probably roll it out in 3 months at 100%. Take the 3 months and roll it out. Or you're never going to get to 100%. 95.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be an iteration, and I understand trying to get a minimal viable product out there. We all get it. We all work in technology.
Yep.
However, yeah. So that, and then
let's make sure we can turn them on. How about?
Yeah. Okay. And that's the thing, right? Like, okay, it's been a running joke for years and years now about how much Salesforce rebrands all the products all the time.
Yes.
It's not funny anymore.
It's not. Can you stop? Leave it alone. If you don't like the name to begin with, don't name it that.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of ha-ha there for a few years, but I think I speak for all of us when I say your documentation never catches up.
Nope.
And the ways in which we have to jump on one foot, hold one arm out, close one eye, turn in circles to get all the right levers pulled in the instance to turn on some of this stuff is mind-blowing.
Mind blowing. It's insane.
Now, I
Yeah.
get that we're moving from profiles to permission
Permission
sets
set groups,
and
yeah.
licenses and user access policies. I can appreciate it. We're on the journey. But even with that, it is such a labyrinth of just, I don't even know.
But it's the saddest part about that whole conversation is, and we've experienced that just this week, so that's why this is fresh in our minds. But
I'm triggered.
right, Caramie is triggered. But when the individual solution engineers that work for Salesforce get on the phone with you and they can't figure out, I'm not talking about service desk, because we all know Salesforce support. I'm sorry. If you work in Salesforce support, I hope you're tier 3, because the other tiers suck. It is what it is. It's worthless.
We're just going to say it like it is.
I'm just going to say it like it is. It's worthless. And I apologize if you work there. But seriously, we're on the phone with 2 solution engineers, one which is specifically aligned to the product in which we are trying to turn on. And between the 2, we can still not turn this on. That is a problem when even the people that work there can't figure it out.
And they're beautiful people. They're seem
wonderful.
Like, I'm sure they are perfectly qualified, competent people. I'm sure they are experiencing the exact same thing, because here's the deal. For the first decade of my career in this, I could read the documentation, use my critical thinking skills and my experience with the tool to put together A and B to get to C.
Amen.
I could self-service 95% of the time. And that made me fast.
Right.
I could bring a solution to life in a day, depending on
you
what
have
it
an
was.
idea. Let me go Google. I got it.
I'll have you a POC by tomorrow morning. Right?
Correct.
Now, no, forget it. Forget it.
Takes 3 weeks and 14 incantations and 37 support cases to turn something on. And by the way, I built my career on Google and Salesforce. There was no Trailhead when I started. Like, that is literally how I learned, was Google.
Yep.
And now the name changes in the success community. Now that with all the name changes and all of like the documentation's never catching up, to your point. Like, it is so hard. I don't know how people do it.
I don't either.
Into this space. I really don't.
I don't either. And in the success community, in these groups, in these threads, it is the blind leading the blind. Everybody's just
did you try this? Did you try that?
Just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Nobody knows. Okay, well, I finally got unblocked. I'm not sure if that was the right way, but here's what I did. Here's what I did. I mean, and maybe this is just what happens when a product, I mean, like the whole product of like Salesforce, for example, when it just gets so big and has so many things, like you just can't, like, how do you actually, I don't know. I am not pretending that I would know how to run an organization that large. I don't know what the answer is. I'm just fearful that we're getting too big for our britches.
Yep.
And at some point it could turn a corner where there aren't enough redeeming qualities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be there.
It's almost like that is something my dad says. Here we go to another my dad sayings, but you're a jack of all trades and a master of none. You used to be specifically sales, specifically service, and you were amazing at those. Now you're in 875 verticals with 1,000 products or whatever, and you're half baked at best on some of these. And even some of the ones that you built your business on are falling by the wayside, quite frankly. You can't even do the basics right anymore. So
I just feel like they got it, and we're just little peons, We
don't mean anything.
We don't mean anything. This probably doesn't go anywhere, but I would love if, we could just take a beat and really take stock of, like, look around what's going on. And maybe they're doing that. I'm going to stay hopeful. Maybe they're already doing that. I'm sure they've heard this already.
I'm sure.
I still love it. I'm still going to come to the conferences. We hope to be at the Tableau conference.
Yes. We're dipping our toes into Tableau this year. We're very excited about all the things with Tableau next.
Yes. And speaking of that, for those tuning in YouTube, which I hope you are, I will show my shoes, the progress on my shoes. I'm going to try to hold it up to the camera. It is, you've already seen this, Cassandra, because I have made no progress since the last time I sent you a picture. But
but they're going to look so good.
And I'm not
So,
going to
we need-
bedazzle my shoestrings. I'm going to order some
No.
sparkly shoestrings.
Yeah,
just so
no,
you
we're
know.
not doing that. So here's how this all came to be. So Tableau, we were going to Dreamforce last year, and we were working on purchasing Tableau. We have some really great Tableau resources. We're going to get some of those guys to come in and talk to you because they're really excited to talk to you guys from Salesforce and Tableau. But Liz Kuzman, who I absolutely adore, she was like, "Oh, I'm going to get you and Caramie on this list to get these shoes, and you're going to get a special section at Dreamforce." Oh man, we were all kinds of hyped up.
Like,
and
we
the
need to
name
pause
of the
here
section-
because I was going to
Go
say
ahead.
we are crazy about some swag.
Oh,
Most
yes.
Salesforce ecosystem people are,
Yes,
but you dangle swag in front of me,
same.
I'm gonna get it.
You want me to do 437 trails to get a hoodie? I'm there. I gotta have
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
something special. I gotta have it.
Yep.
So I mean, I have a whole wall of swag over here in the corner. Anyway, so they called this section that we were going to go be able to get to the sparkle section. Now, what does sparkle section say to you? It says shiny,
Sparkle.
bling.
Yeah.
They're going to send us these custom Converse shoes. When you get these custom Converse shoes, you wear them to the Dreamforce keynote. We're going to wear these in. That's where you're going to get to the section. Oh, beautiful, glorious, love it. Well, customs happen, the tariffs happen. Anyway, we didn't get these shoes. So we just got these shoes.
Yeah, let's show a before and after.
And they come in like this. Does anything about this shoe say sparkle? It is just plain. Now, it's cute. It's got the Tableau
Now,
colors.
I
It's
love
got
that
the
it's
I love that
Converse.
it's Converse. They're beautiful, and they didn't cost me $1, so I love that.
And I don't mean to
And
sound
again-
ungrateful because I love a free shoe.
I do too. I'll take them any day.
I'll wear
But-
them like that.
But
However,
Rachel has MVP Converse, and y'all, we'll have to get her to show them. They're awesome. So
Mhm.
I have a bar that is for
Right.
these custom Converse, and when I tell you this ain't it, this ain't
Right.
it. So
Right.
I immediately tell Caramie, I was like, I'm ordering Bedazzle, and I'm going to bedazzle the shoe. But Caramie takes it one step further and goes straight to the Michaels and gets all the stuff that same day and starts to
I
bedazzle.
was bamboozled, y'all. Do not ever buy your rhinestones at a craft store
Go to
because
Amazon.
the way they bamboozled me should be illegal. I paid literally, I would say 10 times more than
At
what
least.
that you can get them for online. And do you know what? All my rhinestones that I ordered off Amazon have already delivered. And when I tell you they are identical to the stuff I bought at Michael's craft store, I am not kidding. The color, the everything about it is identical. And I'm so upset that I can't return these.
Well, I hate that for you. All my rhinestones are supposed
Lessons
to come in
learned.
today. Yeah. And I'm going to start the bedazzling process. But if you see us at the Tableau conference, we are going to be wearing these and they will be beautiful.
That is my goal, is to have these done because I haven't even finished shoe one. It is.
I haven't even started. So we'll see how long it takes me because I'm a perfectionist. I'm going to be like, ooh, this rhinestone needs to go right here.
So we have, I mean, how long is that? This is the middle of February.
It's in May. So we
So
got
2
time.
months, two and a half
we'll be
months.
fine. Even if you work on it, a few hours a week, you probably be all right.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, is like a couple hours each weekend, basically. Because I mean, unless that's just, I mean, some people love that kind of thing, that meticulous.
That ain't me.
That's like a crochet person.
Well, like now, Lily did a diamond art, kind of the same similar thing for Rachel of Baby Yoda or
Mhm.
whatever it's actually called. So, like, there are people that enjoy
Right.
that thing.
For those
I don't
types
know
of
that
people,
that
they'd be
meticulous-
fast.
Yeah, they'd be fast at it. I'd be like, at 30, 45 minutes later, I'm like, just like making Liam's Valentine's box last Saturday, literally 3 hours later. And I was like, when am I going to be done with this Minecraft box?
It always sounds so great when you're like
know.
starting an endeavor, and then when you get in it, you're like, oh, why did I do this? I know
And
I'm going
when
to be
it's-
glad when I get to the other side, but
Yeah.
dang.
And when the kids are helping too, like he was going to help me. Yeah, right. That lasted 10 minutes maybe. And he was like, okay, bye. You just have fun finishing my project. I'm like,
Or you have a little one like us who wants to be in the middle of everything, but she needs assistance with everything. And so it makes it take 5 times longer than it would if you just not. I'm like, baby, thank you so much for your help. You helped me so much. I couldn't have done it without you. Now go do literally anything else so I can get this
I couldn't
done.
have done it without you, but I need to do it without you. Oh, well, it
Oh,
is
exactly.
that time, I believe. We
That
can
time.
wrap this thing up, Caramie.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Coffee Meets Cloud. We're glad you were here. We hope you enjoyed the conversation. Did you follow the bouncing ball? If you want to follow us on socials, we're on pretty much everything at Coffee Meets Cloud. We do have a website at coffeemeetscloud.com. Like we've said before, we are on YouTube now, so check out the channel Coffee Meets Cloud if you want to tune into the episodes sort of in person. And share the show, give us a rating, give us a subscribe. It's helping more than you can imagine. And until next time, I hope your coffee stays strong. We'll see you later.
See you later, guys.
Bye.